In the last day of testimony in the Amanda Lindhout kidnapping trial, the Crown poked holes in the story of the alleged negotiator who handled many of the details of the ransom payment that led to the Canadian journalist's release. Ali Omar Ader, the Somali man lured to Canada by an undercover RCMP officer promising a book deal, told Ontario Superior Court in Ottawa on Wednesday that he himself was held captive by the extremist group that abducted Lindhout and Australian photographer Nigel Brennan in the Somali capital of Mogadishu. The pair were held for 15 months before being freed by their kidnappers on November 26, 2009. Adar said that on the same day the pair were kidnapped, he was randomly picked off the street while on break from work and forced into service as a translator, facing torture from his captors along the way. He couldn't say how the captors knew he'd be able to speak conversational English, a rarity in the African country. In his final submissions, one of Ader's lawyers, Trevor Brown, said it was entirely plausible Ader could be forced into service by a gang of armed bandits in a lawless country like Somalia. The same people who are willing and able to intercept another vehicle and take by force 5 civilians are the same kind of people who are eminently capable of walking into Bakara Market in Mogadishu and telling Mr. Ader to go with them. It's not like walking into the Byward Market, it is night and day, he said. Under questioning from the Crown prosecutor, Croft Michelson, Ader conceded he actually brought his wife and children to live with him during his supposed captivity. During testimony on Tuesday, Ader had said he was kept at an apartment alone. It was only after hearing recorded conversations with an Australian hostage negotiator, where the cries of young children are clearly audible, that he said there were times his family were present at a place where he said he had been caned. Ader also said he was free to leave the apartment building, and often went by himself for meals at local restaurants despite earlier claims he was not allowed to leave voluntarily. He still reported to work and did not make use of telephones or the internet there to ask for help, he said. He also didn't phone in a favor from Somali President Sharif Sheikh Ahmed, a man he had long considered a friend, because he said Ahmed wouldn't be able to help him escape. The real situation in Somalia was such that even the president couldn't do anything for me, he testified. He denied he was a willing participant despite taped phone calls and text messages that showed he made frequent demands for money from Lindhout's family, and clearly counted himself as part of the group responsible for the kidnapping by referring to us and our group, and said he was only doing as he was told. Ader denied he knew Lindhout was repeatedly raped and tortured. Ader's lawyer said he had to do as he was told because of the fear of further physical punishment. The people that we're dealing with are the type of people who threaten and carry out violence on people around them who don't do as they say, Brown said. The people who held Ms.